Duskwood awakens to a strange sound, something that she hasn't heard for a while. Rain, and a considerable amount of it. It would seem that the foggy weather has dissipated for now. She's awoken in the evening, just after sunset, her limbs mended, but her chest heaving after a coughing fit. Her cold is still with her, yet she's determined to push on. And so with that, she prepares to head underground, to seek the Balrog's treasures, so that she might trade them to Valzane, a way to get more knowledge. After all, it is knowledge that has kept Dusk alive thus far. Let us hope that this search isn't a foolish endeavor. Kia ora, Legionnaires. Rykon here, and welcome back to Cataclysm Dark Days Ahead. No hope. We're going to start today by putting on some of our equipment, because it's much better for us to take it off while we're sleeping at the moment, because we just get so warm. And it's mostly our armor that we've been taking off. Of course, we are going to leave our backpack off for the time being as well. And I don't believe we're leaving anything behind. No, that's good. So, let's take a seat here for a moment, and we're going to have something to eat. Starting off with some smoked meat. And going for, a crispy cranberry to wash that all down. Okay, and heading outside. Yeah, sweet, sweet rain. But we're not going to be around that rain for all that long, because we are heading down below. Okay, we ready for this? Sure. Let's start to head down. We're out of the rain for now, and we can see down below the start of the mine. Okay, alright, we'll check everything that's here before we move forwards. I can't imagine there's going to be anything too great. Whoa, hello zombie. Looks like shades are going to be pretty common down here. We can see pretty good down here though, so I don't think we're going to be using any light sources. Although, I suppose they could reveal to us the shades when they do appear. We have our Tai Chi going at the moment. We don't have any other powers going currently because, well, zombie miners, they're not the most dangerous thing in the world, so I think we can manage them just fine without having to resort to actually using our powers. Although, if there are things that are more dangerous down here, then we will maybe change our mind. But for the time being, we are just going to be trying to clear out the miners where we find them and see what else we can find down below here. Let's just keep safe mode on though, so if one of them does appear out of the blue, we're good to go. Okay, yeah, these are just regular pillars, okay. Just making sure that they weren't part of some ancient underground temple. Now, this is a regular mine as far as we can see, but we know that it connects up to, well, something else. And oh, we have a bit of a better idea here. Yeah. Okay, so that's all solid rock. It seems like we're heading down that way, and we're heading down quite far, it would seem. Okay, alright, sure. Yeah, nothing much else this way. I mean, there could be, but I think we're just going to follow along this here. And is that actually a vehicle? It is. Look at that cargo space. I wonder if we could utilize something like that ourselves. I mean, we can certainly grab it and push it and pull it. We lack the strength to move it. Yeah, but if we could fit something like that into our lifting field, that would be great. I mean, if we power ourselves up, we'll be good to go. We can't drive it either, but hey, cool to know that's there. Oh, and we've got a miner. Okay. All right, we'll move across the side of the track. Can't even see us there, huh? Yeah, not even like right next to them. So we'll move in, give them a few quick whacks, and continue on down. Okay, yeah, so we can see that there is this tunnel that keeps on going down this way. We're looking for a way down. We should be able to find one before too long. The question is, was this dug out by the miners or something else? Because it's a wandering trail that we're looking at here. Downward slope. Can we expect to find any other miners down here? We'll see. We'll see. Well, interestingly enough, we found a statue. Okay, a massive block of stone that has been carefully carved into a work of timeless art. I don't know how often you would expect to see, statues at the bottom of mines. There is also an obelisk here as well, a magnificent carved statue with an engraved plaque fixed to the base. It serves to honor the passing of someone significant, something one wishes was a still practical goal. Okay, we can't exactly examine that. And then we've got thick webs across the ground here. Okay, well that's cool. Those are human bones. Okay, let's turn on our light here. Right. Can we clear the webs? We can. Let's just clear those away for now. Oh boy. Okay. All right. We got a Shelob situation going on here. I mean, we know that there is meant to be a Balrog down here somewhere, so yeah, that's a considerable amount of human bones. Got another statue here as well. Yup. Okay. There may be things hidden behind those as well, for all we know. That's a lot of human bones. Okay. Let's just clear a little bit more of that away. If I turn my light on here, we'll be able to see past it. Let's see. No, man, that is super thick web. I mean, it says it. It's in the name. It says thick web. But, you know, I guess I wasn't expecting it to be that thick. We'll just clear a little bit more of a path here. And I'm going to be checking each of these piles here to see if we can make out anything else. We can't actually read what's at the bottom of these obelisks. I am afraid. What I'm hoping is that if we do see something, we'll be able to prepare, but maybe we want to prepare just in case. We probably don't want to be fighting anything up close, but just in case, we'll get our electrical discharge up and we will also get our voltaic strikes. I know it's probably more things that we want to be concentrating on, but we're going to go for momentum alteration as well. It slows force damage and it slightly increases our speed. I'll take that. I will take that. We're going to keep on just checking these piles, seeing if there is anything else among them. That's a big pile back there, and even more webbing and a door. Okay, down we go. Down we go. This is all that we have explored so far, and there may still be stuff behind these statues. We can investigate that later. For now, we go down, and let's peek. This is brilliant. Brilliant and terrifying all at the same time. That's elevated. Yep, empty space down below here, and we have lava. Lava on the same level as we are. Okay. Yeah. We have a pathway over here as well. Okay. Right. So, how close can we get to the lava before we start really feeling it? And is there much that we can do to stop heat? I do wonder if the mage armor may actually assist us here. How difficult is it for us to get that up at the moment? Too difficult currently? It's because our focus is terrible. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. We are going to start jamming out to some beats. We're going to start listening to our MP3 player, play some music that will start to help with our focus. We're going to have something that's going to give us a really nice mood boost. So let's see, what's the most that we can get? Fruit jam? Yeah, have a little bit of that jam. There we go. What else are we going to go for here? Some fried seeds? Nice. Okay, that's given us a little boost there as well. We could go for some candy-coated peanuts. Wonderful. So our mood is good. Our focus should theoretically be rising. If we can get that higher, then we can get that spell up. Our other stuff may drop off, but that's okay. Let's just wait 5 minutes and see how we're going. So we're trending upwards as far as focus goes. We could also maybe try and do some reading now, but then again, it's not always going to be fun. Also, we are going to need light to be able to do that. Just trying to think if there's anything else that we can do for our mood currently. You know what? I think looking at some stuff on our tablet PC could potentially help us as well. So let's have a look. Unsorted photos. So we'll have a look at some of those. We look through some pictures of a concert of a popular band. Cool. And we listen to some pumping bass at the same time. Okay, we're kind of damp at the moment. So let's go use a towel. Dry off. Because, yeah, being chilly and also damp, not good. But also, the chili, I don't think we're going to be chilly for that long. We're going to be dealing with heat. You know what? We do have the flame-resistant hood here. It's a little bit of fire protection that we can put on our face. It's not interacting negatively with anything right now, so we will keep that on for the moment. There is a considerable amount of light here. I'm just going to try and see how close we can get before the heat starts to get to us. So we're warm. We're considerably warm here. If we move to here, how is that? Yeah, that's like too hot. Okay, so obviously the issue that we're going to run into here is dealing with heat as best we can. We may be able to have kind of safe areas. That seems like a pretty long stretch of heat. Because just thinking about it, getting to the edge of the light here, we're experiencing extreme heat. So we're going to want to try and be at least a little bit cautious. And as soon as we start dealing with pain, our focus is going to get more screwy. We can also improve our mood a little bit down here. We do have another joint we could have. The heroin that's off the table right now could just take some tramadol for a little bit more of a boost, and it will also help us deal with pain. Our skin is starting to lose its charge. That's okay. Yeah, I think getting mage armor going, I feel like that will be worth it. I think we might just want to try and get a little bit of light going, or we could just use the tablet PC's battery as it is. Read stored books. I want to try and see if we can read a little bit more about our mage armor. Oh, actually, we still have the scroll specifically, so we're going to use our cell phone and continue having a read of that. Okay, that got our spellcraft up immediately. Our focus is going really bad right now, and I think it might be because of us reading, which sucks because, yeah, too difficult to cast. Another thing that could potentially help us out in this instance, I mean, wind running definitely. There is a bit of a chance of us failing that, but the shocking dash, if we could get the range of that higher, that would be fantastic. But yeah, that's also going to be a bit to just practice that. Okay, I think we might just need to try and go in and just see how we go. I would really, really love if we could get that mage armor, but I just don't see our focus getting any higher. We're listening to music right now. In terms of our mood and our morale, pretty good right now. The cold is affecting us, so I guess if we get that little bit closer, we won't be considered chilly anymore, because we should be pretty warm. I'm tempted just to wait just a tiny bit here and just see if we start to see an improvement. All right, coughing a lot. We're at a comfortable temperature. Our focus is actually starting to go up. Focus is trending upwards. Okay, there we go. So, can we continue to read here? It's too dark to read. We're just on the edge of the light. Okay, let's see. Alright, well, we managed to get a little bit more experience there. We need 1,000 to be able to get to the next level. And in half an hour, we got about 300. So we'd have to spend a few hours working on that. And it does seem to consume our focus as well, so that's not going to work out for us. So I think we may just need to go for it. We may need to try and use our speed more than anything. And just kind of hope that we can get to points where the heat isn't going to be too bad. So we need to try and give us as much of a benefit as possible. Wind running should help if we can get that to go off. We still have our momentum alteration on currently. That's good. I think we're just gonna have to go for it. Wind running, let's see if we can't get that going. Okay, first try. Wonderful. Okay, speed should be better here. So we are running as quickly as we can. Okay, we're through. We definitely took some heat then. All right, let's get to here. That seems to be a good kind of like halfway point. All right. Ooh, that's hot. Yeah, our left arm hurts. Indeed, it does. We're gonna go and put for now, just an adhesive bandage on that. We probably could have just used one of our boiled ones, really. And, oh boy. It looks like we've got quite a bit to go through still. This is concerning. It looks like maybe some of the heat will be blocked out on one side. It's like very difficult to tell. Yeah, man. If we had our dash working, and if it had a decent range, we could jump right across. Risky, for sure, certainly risky. Or we just drop below. What's the worst thing that happens if we drop all the way down? How far down does it go, do we think? We can find out. We can drop a little glow off the edge. One of the glow sticks, like so. Activate the glow stick, and let's go drop that thing off the edge. Active glow stick. There we go. Okay, we dropped it off the edge into the empty space. It's on its way down towards the bottom, and can we see it at the bottom? I don't know. I don't know how far down we can go here. Yep. The wind at your back dies down. Okay, that's fine. We did see the light for a little bit then, so let's continue down here. Maybe that's just the lava that we're seeing. Quite hard to tell. Empty. That's still empty space? No way. Okay, I just don't think that we can see any further. Like, that's the furthest that we can go. So I don't think slow fall would help us there. I feel like that would just be straight up death. Oh, we're actually seeing to the... we can go through all the different levels. Okay, interesting. It's just using our memory of those spaces. Ooh, that's an interesting thought. I wonder if we might be able to use our strength to our advantage. But I'm sure that would go against the spirit of this. Yeah, okay. Right. Let's start to move a little bit. Okay, we can see a little bit more light now, I think, from what we dropped. So, could be down there somewhere. Who knows? It's a lot of empty space. Oh, man. Okay, so, looking ahead, we've got lava. We've kind of got lava everywhere, unfortunately. So, I'm not 100% where the next kind of rest point would be. It's risky, but I think we need to turn on a light here to get a better look of the area. Okay. We should hopefully be able to go across here without getting completely toasted. So far it looks okay, and that's given us a little bit more sight. Okay. Yeah, like that's a spot that we could maybe be in, like here, but that's still pretty close to that as a lava source. And it's pretty close to this one down here as well. All of this is going to be about managing our time next to lava. Because if we know anything about extreme heat and cataclysm, it is dangerous. So, we are going to need to try and cast again, wind running, and we actually have a better chance to cast it now. Our focus is still pretty bad though. So, wind running. Okay, took a few tries to get it there, but we got it in the end. We'll turn our light off as well. Okay. I guess I probably should have casted this like right at the edge, because we really don't want our wind running to drop at any point. Here goes nothing. Okay, we're moving. Temperature is extreme right now. We're going to start taking damage, no doubt. Let's make our way down towards here. It is still extreme, and we are still really feeling the burn. Okay, we just need to keep on going. I do not see a point where we can stop. This is incredibly rough. What is this challenge? We can maybe stop here if we can make it the entire way around, but our stamina is dropping really fast right now. We're in an extreme amount of pain. Can we even make that? I don't know. Our stamina is bad. It's gone. Our stamina is gone right now. Okay, we need to slow to a walk. Can we get around this corner? Oh my god. Okay, so let me paint a picture there. We just completely ran out of stamina for a moment. If that happened while we're right next to lava, and we, can't move, that's not the kind of position that we want to be in. So thankfully, minor damage right now. That's good. We can take that. Okay, I'm very nervous about even just waiting here for a little while. The temperature doesn't seem to be changing though, so that's good. The wind at our back dies down. We're starting to get our stamina back. That's fantastic. Okay, focus is getting a little bit better. It's still not great. We're in minimal pain right now. I want to keep that down as much as we can, and we want to keep our mood up. So I think we'll probably have a codeine now as well. That's a cigarette. You know what? Do we need the extra heat? I feel like no. Also, make sure we're doing codeine, not cocaine. We actually don't have any, so that's fine. Okay, well, the cigarette, sure. Might make our mouth a little warmer, but, well, we'll just deal with that. Okay, so I think the second that we kind of go away from this wall, we're going to be dealing with some pretty extreme heat. So here, we're still good. Okay, we need to utilize these walls as much as possible. Looking around the corner here, I don't know. I think we can maybe wait here, but we're definitely going to want to have our wind running up. We are getting better at casting this as well, it seems. 64%, pretty good chance. There we go, we have it. So we're going to take off at a sprint. We're actually looking okay here, temperature-wise. It's getting a little toasty. Here, certainly toasty, but it could be worse, right? Do we want to try and go all the way up towards the top? How long do we have? I mean, difficult to tell with the wind running. We're just going to start to go for it now. We're going to go as far as we can. We're starting to lose our stamina. Okay, we've reached another rest point, it seems. We are seeing light below. That is kind of terrifying. I don't know if that is from our glow stick that we dropped earlier. Let's just wait a while. Oh, Oh, it's tobacco smoke. I was terrified that smoke was coming up from down below. No, we're good. We're good. Okay, so we're going to continue to just have a look at what we are dealing with here. We should be able to run around here without too much trouble. That's okay, and that is definitely light coming from down below, or it's from the cigarette. It's a little hard to tell. No, I think that is light that's coming from down beneath us. Okay, Dusk. What are we doing? Okay, so our right arm, it is dealing with a fair bit more pain. Okay, so we're just going to keep on doing these little movements up here until we kind of get to the edge of the heat. I think as long as we're here, we're okay. We're feeling a little bit of heat by our leg. We're not seeing too much further over that side yet. So let's go turn on our light. Okay, that's given us a little bit more sight. Doesn't look like there's any lava over here, so that should be yet another safe zone for us. So we're just going to need to try and run past all of this again. So let's get wind running going. There we go. First try. Wonderful. And Dusk, go for it. And we're going to try and take that little shortcut around the corner whenever we can. And we're going to call it there. Holding there. Even though we have more time to spend on our spell, I think we just wait. We catch our breath. Let's turn on that light. Oh, okay. No, that actually takes us through. So let's just go for it. Let's go for it. Let's turn off the light. Okay. Oh, boy. That seems like a lot of light coming from down beneath us at the moment. This is fine. Turn on our light again. We got 2 doors. What is this place and what is that? A shimmering portal. Okay, that's kind of frightening. Let's stop running, first of all, catch our breath here, and let's maybe take our headphones out because they're kind of helping but not. Peeking through here, we just have a statue and... oh, what have we got? Mithril ingots. An ingot of mithril. Nice. Very nice. We can sell that. I mean, we could smelt with it, no doubt, but we can sell that, importantly. We're going to turn on our headlamp. I'm going to peek over the edge. I was just wanting to kind of try and see what was around the corner. I'm going to do the same thing here as well. The wind has dropped around us. Okay. What a terrifying place. Okay, and there's something here? What? What are you? It's a book. It's a runic book. This book is written in a runic language, unfamiliar to you. Fortunately, there are several very detailed pictures that demonstrate the process of forging a sword from an ingot of silvery metal. You get the impression that this is some sort of textbook for blacksmiths. Okay. Well, we can't pick it up right now. We definitely want to pick it up. We want to sell that thing. Let's go turn on our cell phone light though. We're going to read through that quickly, just to flick through it. We'll do that with the other books that we've picked up as well, because while we can digitize books, we want to be selling them. So that can bring our fabrication knowledge to 10. It requires a fabrication knowledge of 7 to get any further with that, which we've got 5 currently. Okay. All right, we're gonna just go through the rest of what we've got here. Coding for beginners, that can't really help us. The fencing book, that can teach us about fencing. Fencing with like pole arms as well. Or rather, it can give us pole arm skill. Okay, sure. And then hand loader's helper, we can read about that as well. Nice. I don't know how long it would take us to learn fencing. Oh boy, what a book. Okay, so we want to try and see if we can figure out how we can... I mean, we could just carry it. We could literally carry it. This book contains 1 crafting recipe. You lack the skills to understand longsword. Well, we do have longsword proficiency and whatnot, but that must be a very special longsword made of mithril. Oh, what a weapon. What a weapon. Could you get a mithril sword and then diamond tip it? Would that dull it? Would that make it worse? Hard to know. But regardless, that's a fancy-ass looking dwarvish book. So, how big is that exactly? 1.25 liters, that's not really all that big. I feel like we should be able to get that into our rucksack. Does not accept this form factor. I think that's a fib. Let's go wear our rucksack and see if we can maybe try and force this thing in there. Store in the rucksack, well, it doesn't seem to like that. Okay, we managed to pick up the book again. But it also seems like we cannot, for whatever reason, put it into our packs. So that's something that we're just going to have to deal with. Now, This seems to be the end of this place, but there also seems to be more to it. I can't see another pathway for us to take, but there is a shimmering portal here. Portals like that tend to take us places. The problem is there is a ledge between us and that there. If we had a plank, we may be able to put that between there, and we may very well be able to get planks from these wooden chests. So that's what we're going to try and do. We're going to turn on our light source here. Actually, no, we're just going to turn on our cell phone light source here. And we're going to have a look at deconstructing this little chest here. Okay, that has given us some wooden panels. Not exactly what I was looking for. We can't disassemble the panels into anything else either. So smashing might be an option. The door I don't think is going to give us anything either. Is a possibility. Let's see. Okay, 4 planks. Now, don't know if this is going to work. Well, you can straight up jump across. Is there any way for us to get that plank across there? Which ideally, that is something that we would do. Are we too heavy? We really shouldn't be right now because most of our weight is in our backpack, which is currently in our lifting field. It would be worth trying to see if we can put anything else into that backpack though. Oh, you know what the problem is, I think, with that book? I think I might have actually tried to put it in the lifting field while the rucksack was in there. Oh yeah, no, it just straight up can't put the book in there. Okay, well good, I know that now at least. But I can still have a look to see if we can put anything else into our backpack for now. AR-15 maybe? That actually does save us a bit of encumbrance, and no doubt that does drop our weight by a little bit. It's quite close to its capacity, so I think that's probably what we're going to have to go with for now. But that has dropped our weight down a considerable amount. I feel like we're at an acceptable weight level for us to potentially try and jump this. Here's the thing though. There is a ledge beneath us, so that's not the... It's not the end of the world. It does seem like it's probably down a ways. We could again try and figure this out for sure by activating a glow stick and dropping it off the edge here. There we go. Send that off down there. Let's actually turn off this light source for now. I think we do still have our cell phone turned on. Yeah, let's turn that off as well. Okay, so looking down here, can we actually see a ledge? Still seeing empty space, so it might still be falling. Honestly, little hard to tell. What we are most certainly going to be doing, regardless of whether it's there or not, we are going to be casting Slow Fall on ourselves. It lasts between 6 seconds to 30 seconds. There we go. We feel lighter. I'm sure we do. I'm half tempted to do wind running as well, if possible. I know it's more mana, but let's give that a shot. It's more speed, more lightness. We should be able to make this. We should be able to make this. So, we can see. Climb down by lowering. No, we are going to try to jump across. We are too burdened to jump over the obstacle. No! Okay, so the only option then is to lose as much weight as possible. And I imagine the ballistic vest is quite heavy. First thing we're going to do is, we definitely need to stop hauling things and just make sure that that isn't the case. We'll haul everything just away for the moment and just double check. Yeah, okay, too burdened apparently. Okay, so what we're going to have to do is first take our backpack out of our lifting field for now, leave that there, and then, because we're going to be putting that back into our lifting field, we need to get this 34 kgs down as best as we can. So the book, that's just going to have to stay there for now, and then we're going to go into our advanced inventory and we're going to sort by weight. And yeah, I think we're going to have to take off our vest. I'm just looking for anything else that's heavy. The inactive man hacks. Yeah, let's go just put those directly beneath us. But most of the weight seems to come from our vest. Yeah, it definitely does. Okay, so let's drop the webbing belt and the ballistic vest. That takes us down to 20, which is pretty good. Scrap boots, they're relatively heavy. The apron actually has quite a few items in it, so we'll drop that on the ground. The army pants, we will drop them also, because we're going to try and see if we can pull those things across towards us. If that doesn't automatically take us somewhere, which it may very well do that. This is terrifying. even if we make the jump. Okay, lifting field. Let's go and put the molly pack back into that for now. Okay, let's just see. Altered momentum is on at the moment. Wind running is on. I don't know if we still have our slow fall. So let's go cast that. All right, it works. We feel lighter. So is this enough? Let's have a look at our weight now. 10 kgs. That's very good. Jump across. Here we go. Too burden to jump over still. Hot damn. Okay. Well then, we're gonna have to drop off the hydration pack. That takes us down to 7.3. Here we go. We try again. Oh, the air shimmers around you. We just get teleported back over here. Okay, well, I feel terrified. And yeah, there might be more here. There might be more here for all I know, but we are still bloody alive right now, and it's probably worth us trying to keep it that way. So, let's get our gear back on. Okay, we've picked everything else back up, and yeah, it's interesting. Should there be a Balrog here? Maybe. Could there be more to this place? Most certainly. I don't see any diverging paths along here, so I don't think we've actually missed anything exactly. We do just kind of have light around us at the moment. I guess because this is the area that we are seeing at the moment with our night sight. That's what's going on here, I think. But yeah, the fact that we threw the glow stick off there and there is just like, there is no sign. Let's turn on fast scroll and just see, like, there is definitely some kind of light here, which is probably from the glow stick, but I don't trust like that. I don't trust just falling into nothingness, because that's terrifying. Absolutely well and truly terrifying. I mean, all of this is really. Now, there may be some things up kind of in the top corners here, but I'm not seeing that. Also, was there a path along here? Hard to tell. I think that might just be the wall that was kind of blocking things. We might be able to tell once we get closer. We still need to get out of all of this, away from all of this. And I think this area seemed to like drop off a bit. Apparently our hands are cold. Sure. That's the least of our worries right now. So this isn't the worst area that we're in at the moment. It does get much worse than this from what we've been able to see. Love to be able to kind of see into the corner there as well, but I don't think that's going to be happening. So the real dangerous area is kind of this here. So it's going from there and getting up to this area, which that ain't going to be easy. So we're just going to go as far as we can here before we start getting the heat, which I think is going to be around there. And what is going on with us right now? Is that altered momentum? Is it something else? It could be slow fall, possibly. We are starting to feel the heat a little bit here. Okay, so let's get that wind running going. All right, there we go. We're successful with that. So diving around the corner there, I think we're just going to keep on going. We're going to get up towards that top corner and go down to this point here, I think. Let's have a look. We're totally fine here. That's good. We want to go pretty much as far as we can before we start getting the heat, and that's it hitting us there. Okay, so we need to get our stamina back first of all. We probably want to be on this square because we want to be trying to avoid going diagonal where possible. I mean, it does save time, but it also does take a bit of time. Yeah, this is going to be a gnarly stretch that we're running through. Actually, that up here, we can potentially rest here. Let's just check this point though. Okay, we are good in that position. Yeah, this is the real test, this part here. So catch that breath back again. Speed is looking nice. We're not in pain right now, so that's really decent. It looks like wind running is still active, but we're going to chuck it down again, just to be certain. Start walking. No, let's be running. And we're going to run as quickly as we can across this whole section. Yeah, this is the bad section here. Okay, are we good here? No, we just need to keep going, I think. To here? No, further still. Stamina's bad, real bad. So we need to try and get up to that point then. Come on. Come on, come on, come on. Keep going, keep going, keep going. Okay, there we go. It stops and we just got through. Man, just enough to make it. Just enough to make it. Unreal. And there is that light again. I honestly, I think it's just us seeing more of the area. I think. I'm not sure. There could be something terrible waiting beneath us. Who knows? Let's keep moving for now, though. We're going to be safe at least until we get to this point here. We'll be blocked by the wall. Nice to know that it does actually block out the heat. We're bolstered by the wind. Let's get the hell out of here, Dusk. Just like that, we have made it. We can head back up towards the top, and we can actually have a look along the way and see if any of these statues hold any secrets. We are just going to use our enhanced strength here, and I'm tempted to maybe check all of them, honestly, because it's like, I feel like there is a chance that they would put something in here, and I don't want to miss out on that. So I'm going to go through, even though it might be a little bit painful for me to do so, and I'm going to check behind each of these. Obelisks, turnout, cannot be grabbed. Okay, we've just got these ones left, and that's it. That's it. Solid rock wall behind there, and I imagine it's probably the same thing there as well. Okay, so I don't think that we are missing anything else out. Let's just check the mission here. Yeah, the mission's gone, so we successfully achieved that. We won't have a marker on the map anymore now. I think if we go all the way towards the top here, yeah, no, we did it. Dusk did it. Now she can just follow this rail all the way out of here. Let's just head back up towards the surface. And with that rain on her skin, the blisters that were starting to form feel that little bit of relief. While we didn't face a Balrog, we faced its lair, and without that wind running, I fear that Dusk may not have made it out of there. The world of magicalism is most certainly dangerous, and one in no hope is even dangerouser. But the mine is clear, and while being out in the rain is no good for a cold, it's a nice break from all that fog. Dusk, though, still has more reading to do. Reading, digitizing, and all the rest. And most of that can be done back at the Forge of Wonders. No doubt they'll be intrigued by this dwarvish book. No doubt they already know some of the practices. Or maybe they don't. Maybe it is a lost tome. Either way, it's one that Dusk will digitize beforehand. And then we'll delve into those other tomes we have. There are more Storm Shaper abilities for us to learn, and even a Biomancer one, with a scroll that will make it so that we can swim rather well. All those spells should help increase Dusk's knowledge of spellcasting in general, and as long as we've got food and a safe place, there's lots of reading and research that can be done. And then there are the encampments around the Forge of Wonders. Could they potentially be causing a problem for Valzane and his pirates therein? Maybe we can find out. But for now, Legionnaires, I ask you all, if you enjoyed today's episode, please consider leaving a comment or a like to let me know if you enjoyed the show. As for now, I have been Rykon, you have all been awesome, and until next time, stay tuned.